Adam, with Nick out, what do you do to stop Max score?
That's a good question. We've got to work through that. Yeah, because it's not just this week for us. But we haven't had Nick for a while. We had the luxury of playing Hickey and Vardy for most of the season, but we've tried Oscar Allen as well, and got a few untried Ruckman coming through. So we're going to work through that next 24 hours. Yeah, well, he's in the mix. Bailey Williams is in the mix. Obviously, playing Oscar as a second ruck is in the mix as well. And I said this actually before Nick's injury, that we're going to have to try a few things to see what's the best combination for us. So yeah, we're still working through that.
First, can you tell us one at a time without giving anything away? But Keegan, how's his form been? How do you regard him?
Solid. Yeah, he's come over for a reason to add a bit of experience to our waffle side, and also be available for situations like this. So he's worked through the season pretty well. Bailey Williams is a 18, maybe 19-year-old, 200 centimetre prospect for us. Is he ready? He's not far off if he's not ready now. So that's exciting for everyone. And then Oscar Allen's done the job for us as a backup ruckman probably 4 or 5 times this year. I'm not sure what else. Fraser McGuinness is another one who's there, who's done it before as well. So whilst no one's really standing out as an obvious choice, we think we're going to have to explore more than one of those options in the next month.
Williams in particular is very athletic, isn't he? That's the exciting bit about
it. It's probably got a bigger leap than Nick, to be honest, but there's more to it than just jumping. So he's working through that. He's exciting. I think we've got, he's a very good forward as well in his own right, and we think he's going to be anyway. So we're not afraid of playing the younger players, playing the kids if we need to. So yeah, that's definitely part of our conversations.
Would there be any concern rucking Oscar Allen against Melbourne? Obviously there's Gorn. There's also the option of Bruce, who's a bit of a brute.
He is, yeah. They're both big, 208 centimetre type of players, and Oscar's 191. So it's probably, can Hickey carry the load like a lot of ruckmen do? Part of the assets that Hickey has is he can play almost the whole game. So if we played Oscar, we'd have to do that.
It's a fair risk going in with just the one person, isn't it? In a brutal position like the ruck.
Well, most teams do just play one ruck, so like I said, if you've got a ruckman who can handle 90% of the load, then that's an option. But Gorn's had some really good games against us, and we've kept him quiet on some games as well, and both of those games have happened without Nick in the side. So yeah, we're aware of his ability to win a game off his own hand, so that's going to be a challenge.
Has Williams surprised you with his development? He seemed like a project player when he arrived at the club when he was young, tall, so he generally take a fair bit of time.
Yeah, I don't know if he surprised us, but he's physically got the attributes for an 18, 19-year-old. He's quite well built, so it's not like he's a skinny string bean type of ruckman. He actually looks like a man already, so that probably elevates his progression, the fact that he can compete pretty well with most. But there's so much about the ruck craft that takes time, so that's what we're working through. We don't want to play him when he's really not ready, but he's not far off.
How many of the players you mentioned are going to be in your 25? 26 actually.
Probably 2. Is that it on that one?
Is that including Oscar?
You'll find out in a couple. Yeah, Oscar will be definitely in the 20, whatever you got to play.
And 2 of the others, or only one of the others?
Probably just one of the others.
How's JK going, Simone? Is he good to go?
He's good to go. Yeah, I haven't read anything today, but someone told me there's someone's questioned whether he should wind it up or not. So, quick to jump off. He had a quiet game on the weekend, but I think he was a target player 4 times for us, which is very unusual. So we need to give him a bit more supply. And he's getting to the twilight of his career, but I think it's a bit early to make judgments like that.
Does that sort of stuff motivate you to maybe target Josh more?
No, not really. No, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. But, don't worry about it too much.
Is Josh bothered by his form?
I doubt it. I think he's probably been through a lot over his career. He's a pro, so yeah, he'll keep working and playing as best he can, and hopefully the results do the talking for us. He's not just about kicking goals. I think that's a bit old school just to rate his game on what he does with the scoreboard. He's won the Common twice, so was he coming 5th or 6th this year? And he's probably played, 12, 13 games. So yeah, he's not going to be number one forever, but I think he's still got some good footy left in him.
With Cripps going out, his leadership in the forward line experience is supposed to be even more valuable.
That doesn't get underrated. He's our vice captain, so he's one of the best leaders in the competition. So that's a given.
What do you have to weigh up, Adam, with Cripps going out and Waterman and Petruccelli both in good form last week in the Waffle?
Yeah. With
one of them two coming in, if Waterman comes in, he's too tall. If Petch comes in, does he add an X factor? What do you weigh up?
All those things. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, they kicked 11 goals, I think, between them at Waffle. So great to. Unfortunately, we are going to miss a couple of players, in Nick and Jamie. But yeah, there's players who have hit some good form at Waffle level. So that's a good problem to have. They're both in good touch. So Petch went out of the side with an injury, came back through the Waffle. We think Cameron's been pretty good for us. So one day it'd be great to have all of them in our forward line with Cripper and Cameron and Petruccelli and Rioli and Ryan. I think that's pretty exciting. So in the meantime, I think we'll be playing one, if not two, of those players.
Can Waterman do much more? He's had strong form without being able to nail down.
I think he's 21, Jake. So he's at the moment probably too good for Waffle and not holding up at AFL, which happens a lot in a young person's career. So it's about opportunity and confidence and getting that breakout 5 or 6 weeks. I mean, last year he played 15 or 16 games in a row and had a real role to play. So now he's got to get back to that. And if and when he plays, I don't think he's too far away from having a consistent AFL career. He's just going through that phase 21-year-olds go through, especially when you're playing a third tall forward type of role. So yeah, we're definitely excited about what he's got to offer us in the long term. In the short term, there's going to be some ups and downs.
Would his selection and non-selection depend on what you do with Oscar? Like if Oscar's the backup ruck, Jake's more likely?
Maybe.
I'd love your definitive answer.
Well, I can't give you anything because it does. The ruck situation does actually affect a lot about selection and strategy and those sort of things. So it'd be foolish of me to go through all that now and play out of hand before both teams put their teams in.
With Nick Zimmer, what's your best case scenario at the moment?
Yeah, it's interesting with Nick. He's at the moment we've avoided surgery, and we're going to take a precautionary path with it. But if he can get through the next 2 weeks, start running, no hiccups, it could be a 6-week injury, and he could be back around. Hopefully, if we qualify for finals, around that period of time. If it doesn't go that way and it does need surgery, then it doesn't matter. It's still the same. It'll still be a season-ending procedure. So it's positive for us. We take that as a win from what we first saw, and we'll just take it now. Every week we'll get an assessment of where he's at, and we'll keep you posted.
So surgery, when you say surgery, if you had surgery, that's finals are out of the question?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more of it.
We heard a massive range from the first 4 to 16 weeks because it's the syndesmosis strain.
Yeah.
From first glance, does it appear to be a lesser than the greater from what you've heard?
No, it's exactly what I said. So it's the same thing. It could be 6, it could be 16. So we're at the moment we're 1 week in, and we'll find out more in the next couple of weeks just how he pulls up, recovers when he starts walking on it and running, and the ligaments start to repair. So easily could be 4 to 6 weeks, or 6 weeks, sorry, minimum, or we don't get there and we need to shut him down and get the op done. So it's pretty. It sounds complicated, but it's pretty straightforward from what he said.
We saw your reaction from the second ACL. What was your reaction when you heard the news of this?
Yeah, look, it's just so disappointing. He was brave, really. He did it in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the game, and I thought he lowered his colours on the night, and he played with a fair bit of pain. So he didn't tell me about it. So we're just happy that it's not major. If he misses some weeks, which he's going to, we'll get him back pretty quick. So yeah, it's not as devastating as doing another knee.
Were you disappointed he didn't tell you at that stage?
No, not at all. No.
How do you assess Melbourne?
Yeah, well, they haven't been too far off the mark, and their numbers. We only played them, I think, probably 8 or 9 weeks ago. So I think we might have been 18 points down late in the third or early in the last. So we know exactly what they're going to do. Trying to stop them at their best is really difficult, and there's been periods of this year where they've done it for, 3 or 4 quarters straight, and a really troubled side. So, yeah, I don't think there is. Their ladder position doesn't really indicate where they're at as a team. They've got good players back, and on paper they look as strong as they've been for a while. So we're aware of what they're doing. We haven't been out of Springs before. I don't think we have we? Not for a while, not in my time. So that's new, and how we handle that, and the travel, and different environments. So that's another twist that we haven't quite worked our way through yet either.
What do you think about that? The reigning Premier going to Alice Springs?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, good for the development and growth of the game. I think it's a closer flight than Melbourne, so we just need to embrace it and then enjoy. We enjoy travelling, and this is no different.
Is there some suggestion that St Kilda are planning to ask for a priority draft pick? How would you respond to a St Kilda request for a priority draft pick?
It's none of my business. They can ask for it if they like.
Haven't they been a bit too competitive to get a priority draft pick?
Oh, that's not my call. I'm not going to get me on that one. Nice try. All right, thanks guys.